sitting tall and aligning the back of your skull with your sacrum. Bring your arms onto your thighs and activate your feet. Spread the toes. And then lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, and lift your chest. Now close your eyes. And giving yourself a moment or two just to notice how your body's feeling. Connect with your breath. Feeling your inhale. And feeling also your exhale. So now breathe in, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feeling for that release as you let go. Trying to even up your inhales with your exhales. So if you're inhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding on to the breath, holding on for 6. Allowing the breath to move through your body. Allowing it to connect with all of your cells. And exhaling for 6. On the next breath, see if you can extend beyond 6. So go with what is enough for you today. Holding on to the breath, feeling the breath, allowing it to permeate through your body. And then exhale again. If you can go beyond 6, then just try to notice what is the right dosage for you. Relax in belly and breathe. Deep breath. Holding on to the breath. And exhale. Taking a couple more breaths in. The intent is to feel the sensations of all of your poses. And noticing what goes on, what's moving in your body. So if you're not feeling the sensations, just be mindful of where your attention is drawn to. Coming back to yourself, coming back to the breath, pressing your feet to the floor. So that's really where you're working with today. Open your eyes and bring the soles of your feet together. We'll do Kapalabhati breathing. So bring your hands back behind you so you're on your fingertips. And then take a partial inhale, deep breath. Sharp exhales through the nose, moving the belly. 75 pumps. And then breathe in deeply. Hold the breath, lift your sternum, lift your collarbones, keep holding on to the breath. Feel you're lengthening the ribs away from your waist. Bring your hands forward of your shins and exhale through the mouth. Uddiyana, exhale completely and tuck the chin to chest. Then pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Feel you're spreading your ribs wide. Shoulders away from your ears. And keep feeling that you're hollowing the belly out. Relax your belly, stay here, and then breathe. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you pose. It's really important that you're moving your belly. You're pulling your belly in, helping to create a lining to protect your lower back. Breathe into your mid-back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, letting your body just melt forward. On the next breath, lift your sternum. Now, leading, moving your belly, exhale, belly pulls away from pelvis as you fold. And then inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. So your next pose today is shoelace pose with your left foot over your right. You're bringing your right foot towards the left edge of the mat, and your left foot is over the right. Reach out with your heels. That's a difficult reach for you today. You're placing your left foot onto your right calf, or the left foot onto the floor, or being cross-leg seated. You have a block. You can place that left foot onto the block. So we're twisting towards your left foot. So the right hand is by your hip. Reach the hand away about 12-15 inches. Pressing down into left sit bones, breathing, stretching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, bring the arm down so the foot is pressing against your arm. As you breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you fold, you're moving your chest towards your left foot. Both feet are active. As you breathe, keep moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to melt a little deeper. As you breathe in, expand your ribs. Feel your side ribs opening wide. And as you breathe out, letting your body just melt a little deeper towards your left thigh. Left foot. One more breath. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. Change the cross of your legs. Shoelace with your right foot over your left. So again, make the adjustments so you're feeling this into hips, not into your knees. Your left hand is coming down by your hip. Reach the hand about 12-15 inches away from that hip. Pressing back into your right sit bone and breathe in. You're stretching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, the right arm is coming down. The foot is pressing against your arm. Try to ensure that it's not pressing against your elbow. So arm or tricep is where you're going. And then breathe into your lower back and lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your left thigh. You're moving your chest towards your right foot. As you breathe, move your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to melt a little deeper. Now notice your right sit bone is trying to leave the floor. Press back down into right sit bone and then breathe. Lead, lengthen ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your right foot. So it doesn't matter whether you're coming up into this way, it doesn't matter. Try to keep your sit bones down and then feel the lengthening. It doesn't matter how far forward you come. Just work with your rate of release. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, feel as if you're easing your right thigh away from your right hip. And then inhale, release, and ease on up. Setting up for your next pose today, which is seated side bend with one leg straight. Straighten your left leg. Left leg reaches straight forward. And you're tucking your right foot in so the right heel is by the groin. If you want to go further today, then bring your right foot back so that your right heel is by your right sit bone. And moving the thighs and knees away from each other. Bring your right hand back so the fingertips are to the floor, and then breathe in, stretching your left arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm down on the inside of your left leg. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. As you breathe, lift and move belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Deep breath, breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, relaxing your left ear to left shoulder. Activate feet and spreading the toes, both sides. On the next breath, lift your sternum, feel as if you're moving your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your right ear. Second arm position. On the breath, as you breathe in, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, as you arc your chest forward, reach that right arm straight back. Breathe into the back of your heart, deep breath, feel, but energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, lengthening. So feel your opening, your chest opening. So reach that right arm back, taking bone away from bone. On the next breath, as you breathe in, reaching your right arm up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, wrapping your right shoulder as you reach your right arm forward over your right ear. As you breathe, press down into left sit bone and lift, lengthen your side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, reaching that right arm forward. Feel the lengthening from right hip to right fingertips. Deep breath, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bringing the hands down either side of your front foot. And then breathe and lift. Keep moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. With ease, exhale as you fold. Might be able to take hold of the foot, the ankle, or the calf, or hands to the floor. And then breathe into lower back, your lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. With ease, exhale as you fold. Let your shoulders be soft away from your ears. Press your sit bones to the floor. Breathe in. Reach your arms forward. Then reach your arms up. Keep lengthening out of your lower back as you reach your arms to the sky. Reach your arms back at the top, opening the shoulders. And exhale, release. Change the cross of your legs. Seated side bend with one leg straight, straighten your right leg. Tuck your left foot in so the heel is by the groin. You're going further today. Bring your left foot back so your heel is by your glute. You're lengthening your arm, your legs away from each other. Your left hand is down on the floor, or take hold of your left ankle with left hand. As you breathe in, stretch your right arm up, open right side of your body. As you breathe out, bring the right arm down on the inside of right leg. Relax your right heel with right shoulder. Unless you're holding your left ankle, lift your left arm up, reach your back. It's about 12 inches from the floor. And then breathe in. As you breathe, you're lengthening your side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. As you breathe, feel you're moving your belly away from pelvis. Your diaphragm is lifting, your chest is lifting. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder down. Activate your feet, you're spreading the toes and the balls of your feet. Now breathe into the left side of your neck. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, relax your jaw. Lower your chin slightly towards the right side of your chest. Set the second arm position on the breath. As you breathe in, you're stretching your left arm to the sky. Spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, as you move your chest forward, reaching that left arm straight back, chest opening. Breathe into the back of your heart, deep breath. Feel for energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, reaching that left arm back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, stretch your left arm right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, reach your left arm forward over your left ear. As you breathe, breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, wrap the shoulders, you reach that left arm forward. Deep breath, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, fold forward, bringing the hands down onto the floor, either side of your front foot. And take hold of the foot, the ankle, or the calf, or keep hands to the floor. And then breathe in deeply. You're breathing into lower back, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in, really pull your belly in as you fold forward. As you breathe, breathe into the back of your heart, deep breath, energizing your heart with this breath. And as you exhale, as you fold forward, noticing what the sensations are. What are those physical sensations that are coming up for you? What are those emotional sensations that are coming up for you? Press down into sit pose, breathe in, reach your arms forward, then reach your arms out, reach them up, reach them up, let them arms take you out of your lower back, reach your arms back at the top, and exhale, release. Relax your arms down by your side, change. Bring your both feet forward, and you're setting up for your abdominal sequence. Starting today with elbow to knee. So if your back is creaky and you want to have your blanket, your towel, or to fold your mat, then do that so you have some support for your lower back. And starting with elbow to knee, with everything out of the way. So lie down on your back. If your back is tricky, you can do this with your feet onto the floor, and you can lift one foot up off the floor, straighten with one leg at a time. Press your hands behind your head and neck. If your feet are coming off the floor, lift your feet up off the floor, knees are bent. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up, away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach both elbows to left knee, straighten your right leg. So right leg reaches out about 45 degrees angle. Pull lower belly down to floor. As you breathe in, bring your head back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach both elbows to your right knee, straighten left leg. So left leg reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Reach out with the balls of your feet, spread the toes. Now pull lower belly down. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. So your right leg reaches forward. You're moving your right thigh bone away from pelvis. Pull lower belly down. Feel this. Belly pulls down. Now press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to the right knee, straighten left leg. You're reaching out with the balls of your foot. Feel for easing your left thigh bone away from pelvis. Pull lower belly down. As your belly pulls down, press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach elbows to your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Now feel, keep easing your right thigh bone forward away from pelvis. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to right knee, straight and left leg. The left leg is reaching out at 45 degrees angle. Feel for unlocking that hip. Now pull belly in. Press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. This time straighten your right leg. Right leg is reaching straight out and up towards the spine. Place your right hand onto the right thigh. And then breathe into right hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbones up, send. You're easing your right thigh away from pelvis. Pull belly in. Reach your left elbow up. Pull belly in. And press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, place your hands behind your head. Press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to your right knee. Straighten left leg. Belly is in at the end of the exhale. Place your left hand onto left thigh. Heel of the hands close to hip crease. And then breathe into that left hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, moving your left thigh forward away from the waist, reaching your right elbow up, pulling belly in. Pull your belly in, pull it up. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg out. Place your right hand onto the right thigh. And then breathe in. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, ease your right thigh forward. Reach out through the balls of your foot. Reach your left elbow up. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Your lower back presses the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee. Straighten left leg. Place your left hand onto the thigh, heel of the hands by hip crease, and then breathe. Breathe into that left hip. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, you're easing your left thigh forward. Reach your right elbow up. Pull belly in. Pull belly in. Press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Place your hands behind your head. And exhale, release, slow down. Place your feet to the floor. Allow the soles of your feet to come together, knees out to the side, and relax your arms down by your side. And just notice, checking in to how your body feels. Close your eyes. And then notice how you feel at the physical level. So what's going on for you? And notice what is coming up for you. So noticing what you feel at all of those levels. Use your hands, draw your knees together. You do straddle lifting through. So in straddle lifting through, you're lying down on your back. Your hands are clasped behind your head and neck. Your legs are reaching up, and then you're straddling your legs out towards the side. If your back is tweaky, you can do this pose into frog lifting through. You can also move closer to the wall so the feet are against the wall. You don't have the wall, you can have your feet down onto the floor. So working with straddle, lifting through, or your variation. Hands are clasped behind head and neck. Legs are reaching out towards the side, reach out with the balls of your feet. Now everyone breathe into lower back, lift head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up and stretch your legs out towards the side. Pull lower belly down to floor. As you breathe in, lower the pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Curl pubic bone to navel. Now send. Keep stretching your legs out towards the side. Reach out with the balls of your feet. Pull lower belly down. Belly pulls in. You're pressing your lower back to floor. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Now send. Keep stretching your legs out towards the side. Lift your chest. Reach your elbows up. Feel for unlocking shoulders. Now pull belly in. Inhale, low pelvis, but this time on the same breath, lift your head, lift your chest. Reach your elbows up to the sky. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Lengthen. Feel for unlocking the hips as you're reaching your legs out towards the side. Pull lower belly in. Belly pulls in. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, low pelvis, and lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Send your legs out towards the side. Lift your chest. Reach your elbows up to sky. Pull lower belly in. Now curl pubic bone to navel and press your lower back to floor. Inhale, lower your head, lower the shoulders to the floor. Release your hands at the side of your thighs and knees and draw your legs together. Place the soles of your feet onto the floor. Set up for bridge. Reach down with your fingertips and brush your heels. So you're moving your heels back towards your sit bones, or heels are hip distance apart. Arms are relaxed down by your side and the shoulders are relaxed away from your hips. Press your feet to the floor and then breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from your waist. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. Now breathe in deeply. As you breathe in, you're expanding your ribs out as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, lifting up, pushing the floor away, feel as if you're lengthening ankles away from heels. Don't clench with your toes, so lift the toes, spread the toes. Now on the next breath, breathe into belly. You're moving your belly away from pelvis. You're moving your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, as your pelvis tilts, move your thighs forward away from you. Breathing into your lower back, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, lifting up a little bit more. Now close your eyes and allow your body just to connect deeply so that you're fully focused on what you're doing right now. Feeling the different sensations that are coming up for you. And then breathe into where you feel this most. Deep breath. And feel the sensations as you exhale. One more breath, deep breath. Holding on to the breath. And exhale, pushing the floor away a little bit more. Last breath here, deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, tilt pelvis, lower your upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower your mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to floor. Keeping the tilt until you are down. Your next pose is twisted roots. So cross your left leg over your right and your right left ankle under the right calf if you can. Then your hands will be clasped behind your head and neck. You can do this pose with feet onto the floor or feet away from the floor. You can also have the foot up against the wall. So from here, press your lower back to the foot. So make the adjustments. If you want to have your foot on the floor, feet off the floor or against the wall, do that now. And then breathe into lower back. And then exhale, as you exhale, pull your belly in away from pelvis. Now press your lower back to floor, and as you breathe in, lift your head, lift your shoulders up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Now exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your knees straight up. Lift the chest, reach your elbows up, and pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbones up. Now reach your knees straight up. Squeeze your thighs and squeeze sit bone to tailbone. Pull belly in. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Release your hands and clasp your hands on the midpoint of your left thigh. Again, feet can be on the floor, the wall, or in the air. You're breathing into lower back. You're spreading your lower ribs to the floor. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands. Squeeze thighs. Squeeze sit bone. Pull belly down. Relax pelvis and breathe into lower back. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press hands against the thighs, thighs against hands. Now squeeze thighs and squeeze your sit bone to tailbone. Pull belly in. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs and change the cross of your legs. Place your hands behind your head and neck. If you can, change the clasp of your hands behind your neck. And then inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone to tailbone, pull belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. And exhale, curl tailbone up. Now squeeze the thighs, squeeze sit bones, pull lower belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to floor. Feet are active. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. Place your hands on the midpoint of your right thigh. Press your lower back to floor and breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And exhale, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands, squeeze, thighs, squeeze, sit bone, pull lower belly down to floor. Relax pelvis, breathe into lower back. And exhale, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands, squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull lower belly down, feet still active. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs and roll to your favorite side. Keep the neck relaxed, push the floor away, breathe in as you come up. We're moving into your next pose today, which is turbo dog. So your hands are coming forward, spreading the fingers, aiming to have your middle fingers reaching straight forward. Your elbows, your forearms are coming down towards the floor. They don't touch. They're about 1, maybe 3 inches away from the floor. And you'll be squeezing your elbows in towards each other. When you do this, you'll feel a broadening across your back. So before you put any weight into the hands, just stay here. And you're onto your knees, tops of the feet to the floor. Hands are pressing to the floor. Feel as if you're pressing the root of your thumb and hands to the floor. and then your fingers are reaching forward. Your hand may feel as if it's leaving the floor, but you're really getting a great grip here. Neck and shoulders relax. Take a deep breath into upper back, spreading the upper back, spreading the ribs. Without lifting your knees off the floor, exhale, push back, send your sit bones back, squeeze your elbows in, feel this broadening across your back. So this is turbo puppy. If you're going further, breathe in deeply, spreading the ribs, the upper back, curl your toes under. And as you exhale, lift your knees off the floor, keep the knees bent but reach back. So you feel the lengthening through the spine. Your sit bones are reaching back, your knees are bent. Your neck is relaxed. Now breathe deeply into upper back. Spread the ribs wide. And as you breathe out, squeeze your elbows in. Feel as if you're closing your armpits. Knees are hovering. Deep breath. Feel as if you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, push the floor away. You're moving your chest back towards your thighs and knees. Your sit bones are reaching back. If you're going further, breathe in deeply, expanding your ribs out wide as you can. And as you breathe out, straighten the legs. Squeeze your elbows in and move your chest towards your thighs and knees. One more breath, deep breath, expand your ribs out wide. And as you breathe out, reach back, move your chest to thighs and knees, squeeze your elbows in like you're squeezing a great big beach ball. Keep pulling your belly in. Inhale, release. Bend the knees and come on down to the floor. From here, we'll do bird wing in kneeling. So bird wing in kneeling, your arms are coming in, so your elbows are tucked into the side of your body. Your chest is lifted. When you inhale, you bring your hands together. When you exhale, lift the chest and then open out. Keep squeezing your elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades in, slide the shoulders down. And then breathe in, bringing your hands together. Exhale, raise the chest and then open up. Squeeze your elbows in. And then breathe in. And then exhale, open up. Two more, breathe in. And exhale. Squeeze your elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, let the shoulders soften away from your ears. Last one, breathe in. Exhale. And release. Your next pose today is dolphin. So in your dolphin pose, you're measuring up with your hands onto your biceps to get your distance. Your elbows are coming down onto the floor. You're reaching your hands forward and spreading the fingers. Your elbows are aligned with the shoulders, so your elbows are not tucking out, they're tucking, they stay aligned. This is really important to help to protect your shoulders. Your elbows come out, your shoulders tend to drop, and you stop using these muscles. Your serratus muscles, you really want to be using these. So if you saw the pose that Clint was doing, the headstand, your elbows out, you lose the momentum. So you want to keep everything tucked in to help to ensure that you're using all of these muscles when you're working in this pose. You can also clasp your hands in this pose. So hands forward, relax your neck, relax the shoulders. And then everyone breathe into upper back, lift, spread your back, curl your toes under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor, keep the knees bent, just move your chest back to thighs and knees. And then breathe in deeply. As you breathe in, spread in the ribs, spread the upper back. Now exhale, send your sit bones back. You should feel a lengthening through the spine. The neck is relaxed. As you breathe, breathe into the front of your heart. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back. You can straighten the legs and reach back. If this is too strong for you, keep your knees bent. As you breathe in, feel as if you're moving your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, send the tops of your thighs back away from pelvis. Heels to floor, chest to thighs and knees. If you're going further today, working with one leg up, anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, stretch it back. Feel for moving thigh bone away from pelvis. Breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send in your left thigh out, reach it back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, you're lengthening your left leg back and away from you. And as you breathe out, lower your left foot for Achilles tendon stretch. So you're hooking your left big toe over the Achilles tendons of the right. And then you're reaching both heels to the floor. Now breathe into pelvis, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you reach back, feel as if you're sending the top of your right thigh away from pelvis, heels to floor. One more breath, deep breath, broadening across your upper back. And as you breathe out, reach it back, belly pulls in as you reach back. Release your left foot, place your left foot to the floor. Anchor your left foot to the floor, breathe in, lift your right leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back, spread the toes. As you breathe in, feel for easing your right thigh back away from hips. And as you breathe out, send that right leg back a little bit more. On the next breath, as you breathe in, you're reaching your right thigh back away from you. And as you breathe out, lower your right foot for Achilles tendon stretch. Your right big toe hooks over the left, the Achilles tendons of the left. And then breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach back, heels to the floor, moving your left thigh away from him. One more breath, breathing into your spot, deep breath. And exhale, heels to the floor, chest to thighs and knees, pull your belly in. Inhale, release. Place your right foot to the floor. Bend the knees and come all the way down. And relax your arms down by your side in embryo. Forehead is down to the floor. Forehead is moving towards your thighs, towards your knees. And then give yourself a moment again to notice how your body feels. And then bring your hands under the shoulders, push the floor away, and come up to stand. Stand with your feet about 2.5 feet away from you, about the width of your mat. And bring your hands onto your, bend the knees, hands onto your thighs, heel of the hands by your hip crease. Agnisara with back traction. So from here, you take a deep breath. And exhale completely through the mouth. Chin is tucking in, suck your belly in and up. Let it go. Suck it in. Let it go. Suck it in and up. And release. All the way back. And release. One more. Breathe in. Exhale. Chin tucks in, suck it in and up. And release. All the way back. And release. All the way in. And release. Now 2 rounds fast. Breathe in. Exhale. Move the belly. Fast as you can. And again, deep breath. Exhale. Agnisara as fast as you can. And then release and stand. So we're moving fairly continuously for the next, the duration of these now. We're moving into your standing series. I will start in, so if you want to have a drink, take a drink, and then we'll start the sequence. So standing at the front of your mat. Inhale, step your right leg back for warrior 2. Step your right foot back. It's about, your feet are now 3.5 feet away from you. The back foot is clear to the short edge of the mat. Your front heels align with the arc of the back foot. Your arms are reaching out towards the center. Press down into both feet, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, feel as if you're moving your thighs away from each other. Eagle warrior. On the next breath, as you breathe in, bring your left arm over your right, bind the hands. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders be down away from your ears. As you press your feet to the floor, breathe in and feel as if you're lengthening ankles up away from your feet. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper, easing thighs away from each other. As you breathe in into the back of your heart and energize your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, raise your elbows up, reach your elbows forward. And then breathe deeply, deep breath. And exhale, reaching your elbows forward, shoulders down. Grounding down into sit bones, feel the strength in your legs, and then breathe and lengthen lower ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, soften the shoulders down. Inhale, release. Float your arms out to the side. You might need your strap. Your next pose is archer. As you breathe in, stretch your left arm up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring the right arm around and bind the hands, or use clothing or use a strap. You can also use your right hand to tuck your left elbow up. So pressing down into both feet, and as you breathe in, lift your chest. Feel your chest is moving to chin. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your right ear. As you breathe in, feel as if you're unlocking your left shoulder. As you reach your left elbow up to sky. Keep reaching your elbow up, but as you breathe out, softening your shoulders. Both shoulders are down. Deep breath. Sternum is lifting up. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down away from ears. Inhale, release. Put your arms out to side. Your next pose is reverse warrior. So as you're pressing down into your right leg, breathing, stretching your right arm up. And as you breathe out, reverse it. The right hand is now below or above the knee. Left arm is reaching over left ear. Your back feels tweaked today. Bring your right hand higher up onto your hip. You want to go further, sliding your right arm around the back, tucking it onto your left thigh, and then breathe in, lengthen out of your right side, side ribs lengthen away from hips. Press your left foot to the floor as you reach your left arm over your ears. Spread the fingers. And check your alignment, the back of the skull, your left thumb and your glutes are all touching that wall if there was a wall behind you. So feel that, and then breathe in, lift your belly, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, wrapping that left shoulder, that left arm reaches over left ear. Now focus deeply and breathe. You're lengthening your side ribs away from right hip. Press your left foot to the floor. As you reach your left arm over your left ear, feel your intercostal muscles are opening on left side. Using your left arm, breathing, pull your body up. Right hand supports your head and neck as you come up. Moving from here straight into triangle. So straighten your left leg. Bringing your left hand down either onto the floor, the ankle, or your shin. Stretching your right arm up towards the sky. You can also have that left hand down onto a block in this way. Your transition is that you'll be moving from this, moving forward, eventually coming into triangle and half moon. So you might want to have a block if you have one. As you press your right foot to the floor, breathe in and lengthen your left side ribs away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, reach up with your right arm. As you breathe, feel as if you're moving your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, slightly reach your right arm back. So it feels like chest opening, only slight. Breathe in and traction, lengthening your left side ribs away from left hip. Press your right foot to the floor, and as you exhale, slightly curl pubic bone to navel, feeling for releasing into lower back. From here, half moon. Place your right hand onto right hip. Bend your left knee, place your left hand onto the floor, 12 inches forwards, 6 inches towards the side. If you're using the block will be on the floor. And then breathe in, ease forward, and lift your right foot off the floor. Reach your right leg back. You're reaching back into your heel. And then breathe in, standing strongly into your left leg. Lift your weight of the body away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, reach your right heel back. If you're going further, you're stretching your right arm to the sky. As you breathe in, you're moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach your right leg back. Reach back into your right heel. On the next breath, as you breathe in, wrap your right shoulders. You reach your right arm straight forward over your right ear. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and reach your right heel back. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, place both hands down onto the floor and step your right leg back, warrior two stance. Keep the hands down onto the floor. From here, bring in your right hand. You're bringing your left hand onto your left thigh, and your right arm is around the back, tucking it onto your thigh, onto the thigh by your hip for extended warrior variation. You're pressing down into your left leg. Breathe in, lift your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Use your right hand now. So release your right hand and then tuck it by your sacrum. And you'll be pulsing. So as you press down into that left leg, breathe in, lift and lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you exhale, use the heel of your right hand against the sacrum and then tuck it down. Press your right foot to the floor and then breathe in. Feel as if you move the belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, slightly tucked elbows, use your hands to help to ease and open into that lower back. Helps to release into the sacrum. One more breath, deep breath. And then exhale, release. Keeping your right hand where it is for now. If you're going further, working with interlock, you're sliding your left arm under your left thigh and then bind it with the right arm by your left thigh by the hip. If that is not accessible for you today, then place your left hand onto the floor by the block. Or if you have a strap, you can slide your left arm under the thigh and bind, use a strap to bind by your left hip. All of those are still not working. Stay in extended warrior variation. You're pressing down into your left leg. Breathe in. You're lengthening your left ribs forward away from waist. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your right ear. As you breathe in, lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, gliding both shoulders down. Okay, your next pose is easy bird of paradise. So you're anchoring into your left foot, breathe in, step your right foot forward, and then anchor into right foot, and then breathe in, moving on exhale. As you exhale, you're lifting up, you're standing up. Keeping the hands clasped if you can. And then you're reaching your left leg out and up. Reach out with the balls of your foot. So you stay here, aim for three breaths if you can. That is not accessible for you today. Then your pose is either tree. So you're standing in tree with the foot tucked in, or you're bringing the foot up, hands together if you're working with tree. Or alternatively, you can do standing splits, taking hold of your big toe, breathing in, stretching out of your lower back, and breathing out, stretching your left foot forward. Keep the spine long. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, stretching that leg away from you. Hands onto hips helps with balance. So you have those options, using which one of those is best for you today. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're opening out as much as you can. Deep breath. And then release. From here, you're stepping back into, step your right leg back, warrior two. Bending that front knee. So bending your left knee. Head to ankle prep. Place your left hand onto your left thigh. Fingers are facing the same direction as your knee. Your right hand is coming down onto the floor. And then you're walking your hands back towards your right foot, towards your right ankle. Press your left foot to the floor and breathing, gliding your left ribs away from your left hip. And as you breathe out, ease your left thigh away from you as you bring your forehead back towards your right ankle. And then breathing, keep feeling for releasing, unlocking that left hip. And as you breathe out, opening out a little bit more. You're bringing your forehead back towards your right ankle. On the next breath, as you breathe in, feel for moving belly forward away from pelvis. And then as you exhale, ease that left thigh out. Keep feeling for unlocking. You feel this into the hips, you feel this into side ribs. And then inhale, release. Walk your hands, turn your left foot forward, so both feet are facing in the same direction. And then from here, your next pose is flank stretch. I'll do my flank stretch this way on so you get to see. You're taking hold of your right ankle with your right hand. The left hand comes around and it also takes hold of the ankle. You're pressing into your left foot to the floor. Breathing, lengthen your left ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead towards your right ankle. Your left elbow is reaching to the floor. Breathe into your left side ribs. Feel as if you're ballooning your left side ribs towards your left foot. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead towards your right ankle. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, taking it a little deeper. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale. Bend your left elbow as you bring your forehead towards your right ankle. And then release. You're walking your hands forward, turning your left foot forward, hands are now either side of your front foot. Ease your right foot slightly towards the right edge of the mat. And then you're pushing the floor away as you rise up for warrior one. Press down into both legs as you breathe in, telescoping ribs up. And as you breathe out, you're taking it a little deeper. Breathe in, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, soften the shoulders down. Your next pose is twisting warrior. So your left hand is onto left hip. Breathe in, stretching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, your right elbow is over your left thigh knee. Make a fist with your right hand, place your left hand on top. Reach back into your right leg. And as you breathe in, lengthening the wrist forward away from the waist. Press your left foot to the floor and exhale, twist to the left. Both shoulders are down. As you breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders down away from ears. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders down. From here, bend your right knee, place your right knee to the floor. And then breathe in deeply, breathe into lower back, twisting lunge. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. If you can, moving into twisting lunge, interlock. Your left arm comes around the back by your right hip. Your right hand slides under your left thigh and bind the hand. That is not accessible for you today. And you have your strap, then use your strap to bind. The strap is under your left thigh. The left hand is around, takes hold of the strap by your right hip. Your right hand comes around, takes hold of the strap, and then shorten the distance on the strap, and then open up towards the left. If you don't have a strap, then release your left arm down to the right arm down towards the floor, and release your left arm to sky. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening away from your right hip. And as you breathe out, we roll your chest open towards the left. Press your left foot to the floor. And as you breathe in, move your chest forward. Exhale, opening out a little bit more. If you can, on the next breath, curl the toes under of your right foot. And as you exhale, lift your right knee off the floor, reaching back into your right leg. Deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, opening out a little bit more. Harvest moon. So from here, you have some options. If you're in the interlock, stay in the interlock, and then step your right foot forward. Then, if you can, while standing strongly into your left leg, lift your right leg up, and then reach it back. Harvest moon. If that's not accessible for you today, place your right hand onto the floor, about 12 inches ahead of your left foot. And then lift your right leg up and reach it back. If you want to go further, then you're reaching your left arm out and up towards the sky. And then breathe in, lengthen belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, as you reach your right leg back, reach your left arm up. And then release. Bring both hands down onto the floor and step your right leg back. Warrior one stance. From here, bend your right knee, place your right knee to the floor, and coming into pigeon. So bring your left foot across towards the right edge of the mat. Straighten your right leg, reach your right leg back. So this is twisting pigeon towards your left thigh. Your left hand moves by your hip and then it reaches away from your hip. Your right arm is coming up and it comes over your left thigh. Straight, reach back into your right leg and then breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your left thigh. Both feet are active. As you breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, letting the body melt towards your left thigh. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you reach back into your right big toe. One more breath in, deep breath. And exhale, release. Walk your hands back under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot. And step back into downward facing dog. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, warrior 2. As you breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands for warrior 2. Arms are reaching out towards the side, bending that front knee. The front heel and the arc of the back foot is aligned. The front knee and the ankle are also aligned with each other. So they're not forward or back, they're aligned. And relax your arms down by your side. Press both feet to the floor, and as you breathe in, lengthening up. And as you breathe out, stretch your arms out to the side. Starting with eagle. So on the next breath, as you breathe in, bring your right arm over your left and bind your hands. And as you breathe out, shoulders soften away from your knees. Press down into your feet. And as you breathe in, feel as if your feet are pressing to the floor, and then lengthen up. And as you breathe out, lift your elbows up. Reach your elbows forward. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel, but energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, elbows are reaching forward. As you breathe in, sternum lifts. And as you exhale, sink a little deeper, moving the thighs away from each other. Press your feet to the floor, toes are lifted. Inhale, release. Put your arms out to side. Archer is your next pose. So if you breathe in, reach your right arm up, bend the right elbow, reach it back. Bring the left arm around the back and bind the hands. Or use strap or clothing to bind. If you can also use your left arm to tuck your right elbow up. As you press into both feet, breathe in, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your left hip. As you breathe in, feel for unlocking your right shoulder. You reach your right elbow up to sky. And as you exhale, keep reaching your right elbow up, but soften the shoulders down. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Float your arms out to side. Reverse warrior. As you breathe in, stretch your left arm up, open left side of the body. And as you breathe out, reverse. The left hand is now below or above your knee. Your right arm is reaching over your right ear. Spread the fingers. Your back is feeling tweaked, you're sensitive. Bring the left hand higher up onto your hip. You can slide that left arm all the way around, tucking it onto the right hip. Press your left foot to the floor, and then breathe in. Feel as if you're lengthening your ankles away from heels. Keep lengthening out of your left side. And as you exhale, as you press your right foot to the floor, reaching your right arm over right ear. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. Now breathe in and lift your belly. Lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, wrap in that right shoulder as that right arm reaches over right ear. You press both feet to floor. Breathe in, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reaching that right arm over right ear. Use your right arm, breathe in to pull your body up. Left hand supports your head. Straightening your right leg, setting up for a triangle. Your triangle, your right hand will be down either onto the floor, ankle, shin or calf, or you can have your hands onto a block. And as you breathe in, feel as if you're lengthening your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, suck your right sit bones under. Releasing your left arm up towards the sky. And then reach it back, spread the fingers. As you press into your left foot, breathe in and glide your belly forward away from pelvis. Belly is moving, diaphragm is lifting, chest is coming to chin. And as you breathe out, reach your left arm up, reach it back slightly, feels like you're opening your chest, opening your heart. And then breathe in, keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as your right arm goes down, your left arm is reaching up. And then release. Place your left hand onto your left hip. Bend your right knee. Your right hand is onto the floor, 12 inches forward, 6 inches towards the side. Set it up for half move. As you breathe in, ease your body forward. Lift your left foot up and then reach it back. You're reaching out with the heel. Toes are flexed towards the shin. You're going further, reaching your left arm up. That right hand can also be on a block. Now breathe in deeply. As you breathe in, you're lengthening your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, reach your left heel away from you, left fingertips to the sky. Now feel as if you're sending your left leg back. Keep reaching your left leg back and then breathe in. Move your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, as you reach back into your left heel, wrap your left shoulder as you reach your left arm forward over left knee. And then breathe in, your lengthening belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, belly pulls in. Really pull your belly in and reach back into your left heel as that left arm reaches forward over left knee. And then inhale, release. Bring both hands down onto the floor and step your left leg back. Warrior two stance. From here, you're moving into extended warrior variation. You're placing your right forearm onto your right thigh. And your left arm lifts up, it reaches around the back, it's placed onto the thigh by your hip. Pressing down into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lift and lengthen side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, softening your right shoulder away from your hip. Breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder down. From here, release your left hand and use the heel of the hands onto the sacrum. And then keeping the hands there and then breathing. Press into your left foot and then lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, as you curl pubic bone to navel, you feel, use your hands to traction, tucking sacrum down. So you feel a release into lower back. And again, press your left foot to floor. And then breathe in, your lengthening lower ribs away from that left hand. Now use your left hand, exhale, tuck. It feels as if you're curling pubic bone to navel. Then release your left hand, place your left hand back for extended warrior variation. So left hand is by your right hip. And then breathe in, your traction and lengthening the ribs away from that right hip. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. Interlock. On the next breath, you're sliding your right arm under your right thigh and bind it with the left arm that's already behind it. If that's not accessible for you, the left hand, or right hand is onto the floor, onto a block, and you're rolling the chest open to the left. You can also use a strap to bind the hands by your right hip. And then breathe in deeply, deep breath, inhale. As you breathe out, feel as if your chest is moving forward, but both shoulders are down. Anchor into your right foot, breathing, step your left foot forward. You may need a couple of steps. And then anchor into left leg. And then breathe in. On exhale, standing up, but easy, bird of paradise. Once you're all the way up, you're reaching your right leg out and up towards the side. If that's not accessible for you today, then tree, standing on your right leg, standing on your left leg, your right foot is tucked in, not onto your knee. You can go further, then you're bringing the foot up onto your thigh, moving your right thigh out towards the side. Can go further, you're reaching your arms down. So tree or standing split. you're doing standing splits, you're standing on your left leg. Reach down, take hold of your big toe with the first two fingers of your right hand. And then lift up, stretching your right leg forward. Stay here and keep feeling as if you're moving your thigh, your right thigh away from pelvis. Don't lean forward, just keep lifting up and sending the thigh forward. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you open it out a little bit more. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor and step back into warrior two. So you step your left leg back for warrior two. From here, place your right hand onto your right thigh. Fingers are facing the same direction as your knee. You're moving into extend into head to ankle prep. Your left hand is down onto the floor. You're walking your left hand back towards your left foot. Keep your right foot facing forward. And then as you press down into your right foot, breathe in and move your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, move your right thigh away from you. Breathing into your right side ribs as you breathe in, balloon the ribs towards the right side. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your forehead towards your left foot, towards your left ankle. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, keep moving your right thigh forward. And then inhale, release. Turn your right foot forward so both feet are facing in the same direction. Your right hand is now taking hold of your left ankle. And your left hand also takes hold of the left ankle or reach the hand away from the left ankle about 6 inches. As you anchor into your right foot, breathe in, glide your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead close towards your left ankle, left foot. Bend your right elbow. And then breathe in. You're breathing in and ballooning the breath into your right side ribs. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your head closer towards that left ankle. Feel your side muscles open, the intercostal muscles are opening. So breathe in, breathing into your right side ribs. And as you breathe out, coming a little deeper into pose. And then inhale, release. Walk your hands forward so the hands are now either side of your front leg. Is your left foot slightly towards the left edge of the mat. And then push the floor away as you rise up for warrior one. Bend that front knee. Pressing back into your left leg as you breathe in, lengthening out and up. And as you breathe out, bending that front knee as you go a little deeper. Twisting warrior, as you breathe in, place your right hand onto right thigh, stretch your left arm up. And as you breathe out, your left elbow is over your right thigh knee. Make a fist, placing your right hand on top. Reaching back into your left leg, and as you breathe in, glide the ribs forward away from left hip. And as you press your right foot to the floor, twist away from your right thigh. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, glide your right shoulder away from right hip. On the next breath, breathe in and move belly forward away from pelvis. Keep moving belly forward, but as you exhale, curl pubic bone to navel, reaching back into your left heel. On the next breath, bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down away from your ears. If you can, twisting lunge interlock. So
slide your left arm over and then under your right thigh. The right arm is around the back and behind the hand. You might need a strap to bind. If you do, the strap is under your right thigh. The right arm is around taking hold of the strap by left hip, and the left arm takes hold of the strap. And you work the hands so you're shortening the distance on the strap. You don't have a strap. Right hand takes hold, left hand takes hold of right hip, right hand takes hold of left. And then breathe deeply. Spread the energy of the breath through the whole of your back. And as you breathe out, really pull your belly in as you twist to the right. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. Feel as if you're curling pubic bone to navel. Feel that it's releasing into your lower back. On the next breath, curve the toes under of your left foot. And as you breathe out, lift your left knee off the floor and reach back into your left heel. Now breathe in deeply and lengthen belly forward away from pelvis. Exhale, opening out towards the right. If you can, from here, you have some options. So if you're in the bind, then ease your left foot forward, lift your left foot off the floor and reach it straight back. If that's a challenge for you, then place your left hand down onto the floor on the outside of your right foot, or have the left hand onto a block. And then breathe in, standing strongly into your right leg, lift your left leg up and reach it back. You're reaching out with the heel. You can go further if you either stay in the bind, or if you can go further, or if you're not in the bind, reaching your right arm up for half moon, harvest moon. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, reach back with your left leg as you reach your right arm to sky. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring both hands down onto the floor and step your left leg back. From here, coming into your pigeon. So easing your right foot towards the left edge of the mat and straightening your left leg. So doing twisting pigeon towards your right thigh. Your right hand is coming by your hip, reach the hand away about 12, 15 inches away. Your left arm is coming up, it's coming over your right thigh. As you send your back, breathe in and lengthening your ribs away from the waist. As you breathe out, fold over your right shin. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold a little bit more. Both feet are active. You're breathing into your left side ribs, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, send your left leg back. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you're coming up. So you have an inversion pose to do. We'll do this today as, so for this pose today, you might need to fold your mat so you have support on your mat. I'll show you the pose. This is shoulder stand. So in shoulder stand, I'm sort of got my support here. I'm actually going to build this up a little bit further. So I'm going to place my blanket under my here. So it's given me a sort of a distance of about maybe an inch on here. And in this pose, I'll do it this way. So Forrest tends to teach you to you lie down on your back and you're on the padding that you've created. You can fold the mat. If you fold the mat, you can create that kind of padding. If you folded your mat a few times, so you create this kind of padding here. You want your shoulders to be on that ridge that you've created. And what this does is it takes it away. So the back of your neck, the ridges in the back of your neck are not compressed. That's part of why we're creating this little ridge here. So the back of the neck remains long. Your knees are bent. You bring your hands down by your hips. You press your feet into the floor. I'm walking my heels back. So I'm walking my heels back. Press your feet to the floor. Breathe in, lifting up, coming up into bridge. And then, so keep your hands to the floor, and then you're stepping up, pulling belly in as you're reaching your legs straight out and up, aiming to straighten the legs. So the hips and your hands and your elbows are all in approximately one straight line. Keep the neck relaxed. So my neck is really free here. There's no compression in the back of the neck. As you breathe in, you're lengthening the ribs away from sacrum. As you breathe out, you pull your belly in and straighten the legs if you can. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, slightly curl pubic bone to navel and take any compression out of your lower back. Taking 2 more breaths here, deep breaths. And as you breathe out, lengthening your legs straight up. 1 more breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're pushing the floor away as you lengthen your legs to the sky. If you can, coming down into plow. So the legs are coming down over your head. Keeping your hands onto the back. And if your feet will get to the floor, let them be there. If they're not there, then keep your feet a little bit higher. Ensure there's no compression in your neck. Now when you breathe in, you're moving your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if the back of the calf, the back of the thighs are reaching to sky. 1 more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Keep the hands behind you on the back and then straightening your legs up towards the sky. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, lengthening your legs up. From here, bend the knees, move the knees towards your chest. Place your hands onto the floor and then allow your body to come down. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Soles of your feet are onto the floor. From here, roll to your left side. Keep the neck relaxed. Right hand is by chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you're coming up. Then, sitting down, bring the soles of your feet together, Balakanasana. Bring your hands forward of your shins, pressing down into your sit bone, and then breathe in, lengthening the ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you fold forward. As you breathe in, keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, let your body melt forward a little bit more. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold, softening shoulders. 1 more breath here, deep breath. Pull your belly in, exhale as you fold. And then inhale, release. From here, straighten your right leg. Right leg reaches straight forward. Bring your left foot over your right. Your left foot is coming back towards your right hip. If you want to go further, so this is one place. I'll just demonstrate. Your left hand will come back so the hand is onto the floor. And your right arm will come across and you'll hug your left thigh towards the chest. If you wanted to go further, then you can bend your right foot so that your right foot comes back towards your left hip. And then you're twisting towards the left. So whether your foot is straight, whether your right foot is straight or the knee is bent, you're twisting to the left. Try to ensure that your left sit bone keeps pressing back to the floor. It wants to lift away from the floor, especially if you bring your foot back. It wants to lift. So breathe in and then lengthening the ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, you're twisting towards the left. As you breathe, lift your sternum. Press your left foot to the floor and twist to the left. Keep pressing your left sit bone back to the floor. Last breath, deep breath. You're lengthening out of your lower back. And as you twist to the left, relax both shoulders down. And then inhale, release. Wind the cross of your legs, straighten your left foot. Bring your right foot over so the right foot is to the floor. The right heel is moving towards your left hip. Your right hand is reaching back, lining up with your sacrum. So your left arm is coming around and it's hugging your right thigh towards the chest. Keep pressing your right sit bone back to the floor. And as you breathe in, you're lifting belly, diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the right. You're going further. You're bending your left foot so the left foot comes towards your right hip. And then breathe in. Feel as if you're lifting your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're twisting towards the right. And breathing deeply. Feet still active. Exhale, twisting to the right. One more breath in, deep breath. And as you breathe out, twist to the right and soften the shoulders. And inhale, release. Unwind your arms, unwind the cross of your legs. And lie down on your back. If you have a towel blanket to keep yourself warm, then lie down. Hands by your hips, lie down. Lengthening your legs forward. Relax your arms down by your side. You can lie down with the soles of your feet to the floor, or bring the soles of your feet together. If you're close enough to the wall, you can lie down with your legs straight up against the wall, so the heels against the wall. This is quite nice in terms, especially after some of the poses that we've just done, helps to release your back even more. You straighten the legs out, bring your feet about the width of the mat, and then let your body just relax. Close your eyes. Make any adjustments that you need to make now. And focus on your breath. So when you breathe, feel that you're bringing the energy of the breath to every part of you. And exhale, exhale completely, letting go of everything that does not serve you. Now, very mindfully, when you inhale, say you're counting in your own mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep the breath, keep moving the breath.
without forcing. And noticing what was your count, and then equalize your exhale with your inhale. So you inhale for 5, exhale for 5, inhale for 10, exhale for 10, inhale for 20, exhale. So keeping that flow, feeling, but allowing your body to measure, to equalize itself, measure by measure. So you're not forcing this, you're into your relaxation pose. You're just taking more control of what is going on for you, controlling your breath as you move the energy through your body. So as you inhale, feel as if you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in, still going very gently. Synchronizing your breath. Breathe in, making the count, mindfully making that count. And as you exhale, try to synchronize, equalize the inhales with the exhale. On the next breath, try to increase the depth of your breath by 1, maybe 2. When you exhale, equalize. When you inhale again, add another 1 to your inhale. And when you exhale, equalize. When you inhale, if you can, add another 1. When you exhale, equalize. When you feel you have gone as deep as you can in terms of adding on, when you get to the top of the breath, just hold the breath. Hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale. When you exhale, equalizing the breath and then exhaling completely and then holding for 3. And then relax your belly and then inhale again, taking it as deep as you can. If you can add, then add. At the top of the breath you're holding. And then exhale. At the end of the breath you're holding. And then relax, just breathe normally. And then notice how your body feels. Notice how your body feels at the physical level. How your body feels at the energetic level. And how you feel emotionally. Now still the mind. Allow your body just to let go completely. Eyes are closed. Feeling the energy back into your body, beginning to move your fingertips, the tips of your toes. And with your breath, move that energy through all parts of you, stretching out in a way that feels good. And then bend your knees and move your knees towards your chest. Tuck your knees close as you allow your body to ease side to side, forward and back. And then roll into your left side. Bring your right hand down onto the floor by your chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you're coming up into the seated position. Hands together. And notice how your body feels now, taking time to notice and to congratulate yourself for your practice. And thanking you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Breathe together, deep breath. And exhale. Namaste.